Have you ever wondered how Hinduism has evolved over the years to adapt to contemporary society? Our exploration today centers around Arya Samaj, a movement that played a significant role in this evolution. We'll embark on a chronological journey examining the birth, impact, and legacy of Arya Samaj and how it's intertwined with Hinduism and societal reform. So, buckle up for an enlightening journey through history, culture, and religion. Join us as we delve into the history of Arya Samaj and its impact on Hinduism and society. The year was 1875, a time of great social and religious turmoil in India. It was during this tumultuous period that a profound spiritual and social movement was born, a movement that would forever change the landscape of Hinduism. This was the birth of Arya Samaj, founded by the visionary reformer Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Who was Swami Dayananda Saraswati, you may ask? He was a scholar, a thinker, and a tireless champion for change. Disturbed by the prevalent religious practices and social inequalities of his time, he sought to bring about a revolution. He envisioned a society rooted in the timeless wisdom of the Vedas, free from the shackles of blind faith and superstition. Swami Dayananda Saraswati did not merely dream of this society, he set about creating it. He founded Arya Samaj with a clear vision and 10 guiding principles. These principles, grounded in the teachings of the Vedas, sought to promote equality, justice, and enlightened spirituality. They rejected idol worship, caste discrimination, and gender inequality, practices deeply entrenched in society. Opening. Arya Samaj didn't just exist in a vacuum, its influence permeated every aspect of Hinduism. Indeed, the Arya Samaj movement revitalized the Hindu community by challenging and altering some of the entrenched beliefs and practices. Let's dive into how it did so. Firstly, Arya Samaj promoted the reading and understanding of the Vedas, the most ancient and revered texts in Hinduism. They believed in the supremacy of the Vedas and encouraged every Hindu to read and understand these scriptures. This was a significant departure from the prevailing practice where the interpretation of these texts was limited to a select few, usually Brahmins. By democratizing the access to the Vedas, Arya Samaj made a significant contribution towards the intellectual awakening of the Hindu community. Secondly, Arya Samaj discouraged idol worship, a practice deeply rooted in Hinduism. They advocated for the worship of the formless, infinite, and eternal Supreme Being. This was a radical idea that challenged the conventional norms of Hindu worship. While this stance was met with resistance, it also sparked a discourse on the nature of God and the methods of worship in Hinduism. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, Arya Samaj stood for equal rights for all, irrespective of caste, class, or gender. They were particularly vocal in advocating for women's rights. They opposed child marriage and championed the cause of widow remarriage, which was a taboo in those days. They also promoted female education, a concept that was revolutionary at that time. This egalitarian approach of Arya Samaj not only empowered the marginalized sections of the society, but also played a significant role in the social reform movements of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In essence, Arya Samaj ignited a new wave of thought that challenged the status quo and initiated a process of dynamic transformation within Hinduism. It was a revolution that sought to revive the core values of Hinduism while discarding the regressive practices that had crept in over the centuries. Arya Samaj, therefore, played a pivotal role in reshaping Hinduism to its present form. But Arya Samaj's impact extended beyond religious practices. It also spearheaded significant social reform. A key area of focus for Arya Samaj was the upliftment of women. Recognizing the critical role of education and empowerment, Arya Samaj vigorously advocated for women's education. It was a bold move, considering the time when women were largely confined to the domestic sphere and denied access to knowledge. The Samaj established numerous schools, known as Kanya Gurukuls, dedicated to educating girls, thus laying the foundation for the emancipation of women in India. Child marriage was another social evil that Arya Samaj took a stand against. The Samaj vehemently opposed this practice, which was prevalent during that era. They campaigned tirelessly, educating people about the detrimental effects of child marriage on the physical and mental health of the child. Their efforts played a significant role in raising the age of consent for marriage in India. Furthermore, Arya Samaj took the lead in promoting widow remarriage, a concept that was considered taboo in the then conservative Indian society. It was a radical move that challenged age-old norms and traditions. Arya Samaj established institutions known as widow homes to support and protect widows and provide them with an opportunity to remarry and start a new life. The Samaj didn't stop at that. They also encouraged intercaste marriages, breaking the rigid caste barriers that pervaded the society. They propagated the idea of Swayamvar, where a woman had the freedom to choose her life partner regardless of their caste or social status. In a society steeped in traditional customs and rituals, these reforms were nothing short of revolutionary. They challenged deeply entrenched beliefs and norms, shaking the very foundations of the social structure. Arya Samaj's relentless pursuit of social justice brought about a significant shift in societal attitudes, leading to a more inclusive and equitable society. Arya Samaj thus became a catalyst for societal change, challenging age-old norms and ushering a new era of social justice. Fast forward to the 21st century, the principles of Arya Samaj still resonate. In today's modern era, Arya Samaj continues to play a significant role in shaping Hinduism and Indian society. Its influence can be perceived in the way it has fortified the essence of Hinduism by reviving Vedic values, and its principles have become a beacon of hope for many. The teachings of Arya Samaj have inspired countless individuals to hold firm to their faith while adapting to the ever-changing world. Its emphasis on the importance of education, gender equality, and social justice has contributed to the shaping of a more equitable society. The Samaj has established numerous educational institutions across India, promoting literacy and critical thinking, thereby empowering countless individuals. The Arya Samaj's contribution to interfaith harmony is another crucial aspect of its legacy. By promoting the universal message of the Vedas, it has transcended the boundaries of religion and caste. It has encouraged dialogues between different faiths, fostering mutual respect and understanding. This approach has helped in bridging the gap between various religious communities, promoting peace and harmony. Furthermore, the Arya Samaj's relentless efforts in social reform continue to resonate. Its work in the eradication of caste-based discrimination, child marriage, and the dowry system has brought about significant changes in society. The Samaj's principles have been instrumental in challenging and transforming regressive social norms, thereby contributing to the evolution of a more inclusive society. In the realm of spirituality, Arya Samaj has breathed new life into Hindu rituals, making them more accessible and understandable. It has demystified the complex rituals, enabling individuals to connect more deeply with their faith and spiritual practices. The impact of the Arya Samaj is far-reaching. Its principles have seeped into various aspects of life, leaving an indelible mark on society and religion. It has breathed new life into the ancient Vedic traditions, making them relevant in the contemporary world. Indeed, the legacy of Arya Samaj endures, its influence as potent as ever. So, what can we glean from the journey of Arya Samaj? In the grand tapestry of history, the Arya Samaj has emerged as a transformative force, revitalizing Hinduism while shaking the very foundations of societal norms. Born from the vision of Swami Dayananda Saraswati, this movement has striven to reinterpret and reimagine the core tenets of Hinduism, with its influence echoing through the centuries. With an unyielding commitment to the Vedas, the Arya Samaj breathed new life into Hinduism, challenging the rigid, ritualistic practices that had seeped into the faith. The movement sought to strip away these layers, encouraging a return to the wisdom of the ancient texts. This revival, in turn, spurred the spiritual awakening of countless followers, reshaping the landscape of Hinduism. But the Arya Samaj's impact extends beyond the religious sphere. The organization has been instrumental in spearheading social reform, championing causes like women's education and the eradication of caste discrimination. It has tirelessly worked to dismantle regressive customs, forging a path towards equality and justice. Today, the legacy of Arya Samaj continues to resonate. Its teachings continue to inspire, its mission still drives change, and its influence remains evident in the vibrant tapestry of Hinduism and society. In the end, Arya Samaj has been a testament to the power of reform, a beacon of change that continues to illuminate the path for millions.